There's nothing of a back line. In fact, there's hardly a player on this side of the field as they switch it back the other way to Coyne. Kick may have been touched. It was. Lewis gathers it well. Fires it across to Dawes. Dawes looking on the outside. The little dummy doubling around. He can't quite pick up a runner. He's gone everywhere but get the pass away.
Wally Lewis thought he had it 3 times then.
Miles from dummy half.
You're right, Warren. Miles playing very close to the ruck, more like a forward, and he has been slightly criticised for that facet of his play when Queensland come up against New South Wales.
Out it goes to Scott on the bounce. Scotty makes a break, accelerates downfield, looks for his winger. Scott Lewis for the corner. He's made it. Try to win a Manly. First try of the match. Petrie from dummy half. Kicks, rebound. Back to Wynnum-Manly. Lewis has it. 6 more tackles, signals referee Irwin. Jenner on to Miles. Through one tackle, slips it to Scott. Scott's everywhere at the moment. Back away to Demott. Demott in the open spaces, has support. Slips it away to Dawes. Dawes for the post. Desperate tackle, but he's over. Try to win a Manly. Second try of the match. Owen getting to his feet. Oh, again, strong flash. Jansen breaks through the tackle. Good football. Slips it to Herring. Herring has Wilson in support. Pirouette's going again. Naylor takes him to the tackle. Pull down inches short. The Diehards on the attack, desperately needing some points here. Jamot comes into the play, and the penalty will go to the Diehards. Well, I don't really think Jamot deliberately got in the way of the pass, but he could have stayed right out of it.
Yeah, I got no doubt, Brian. I think he deserved 5 minutes in the sin bin for that, because he came right through the middle of the Diehard ruck when they had Wynnum-Manly shot to pieces.
The Diehards want to try. Burke has it. Goes through the tackle, straight through the tackle. Well, there's going to be some embarrassing faces when we look at the replay on this one. David Burke has the four-pointer.
Let's have a look at it. Pretty simple. From the tap penalty, Wilson fired it straight out. Now, Burke has been elusive. It goes through Coyne's hands, out to David Burke. Let's have a look how the incident occurred. It looked like Scott Nichols, I think it might have been. We'll check that for you shortly. But David Burke bumped out of the tackle, and, of course, that's why he was allowed so simply, in effect, to get across and score the try.
Back on the blind side. Burke with a little chip through. Over the top of Miles, but he knocks it down, and now Lewis has it. Coming back through the middle of the forwards. Almost came off for David Burke, but those long arms of Gene Miles pulling it down, or knocking it down, as Day is penalised and put in the sin bin for 5 minutes.
Looks like he gave Lewis a little bit of work after he'd effected the tackle. It was a good hit by Day first up. Look at this. Lewis has to come up the middle of the ruck, and Day meets him. He says, OK, if you're going to come in here, you're going to take one of those. Now, there was nothing wrong with that part of it, but it seems that Day wanted to go on with it. And Irwin standing right over the top, a little bit on the blind side of our cameras, but certainly not on the blind side of the referee. Irwin coming in for a close look, spots the infringement, and a penalty to Wynnum-Manly.
Well, all of a sudden we're at the other end of the field with 58 seconds till half-time. A chance for the Diehards. Herring, the tap onto Wilson. Hone straightening it up. On the blind side this time. Herring out of the dummy half roll. On the quarter line. Wilson runs around Coyne again. This time it's Marshall coming straight ahead. The defence is willing.
Yeah, the wraparound hasn't really been effective for them.
Coyne works the blind side, looking out wide. Herring, repeat of the previous move, and on it goes to Holmes. Holmes has a gap, gets the pass away to House. House for the line, taken by Scott Lewis. He's over for a try. Well, the Diehards had struck just before half-time, and won't they be pleased about that? That brings the scores level at 10-all. Jamot to Lewis.
Good defence again. The Diehards really hanging to this lead.
Lewis is starting to run. Now it's with Miles. Miles through the middle, pushes him out of the road, reaches out and scores. Well, Miles has scored after finally deciding to go all the way himself instead of throwing the basketball passes over underneath the post to take Wynnum-Manly to the lead. Tyngdale comes around Herring. Throws the dummy, but not taken by Jamot around the ankles, or Sinclair over the top. Taken play inside the Wynnum 22. Daunt, wrapped up quickly by Dawes.
They really overused that wraparound today, and Wynnum-Manly have done a pretty fair job of shutting them down.
Hone gets a quick pass back to Tyngdale. Last tackle, 13 metres out. Coyne, little left footer through, it's in the air. Scott is underneath it, they come through, the ball's loose. Strasser's got it, he's wanted the try. Well, Strasser taking the ball off the ground. lifting it back over the line. Looked very much like it could have been a knock-on.
Yeah, I agree, Warren. A very suspect decision from when he decided that Wynnum-Manly had touched it, and they played good advantage rule for one. Let's have a look at it. Peter Coyne puts the high ball up, coming down in the in-goal area. It certainly comes off Wynnum-Manly. There, Hickey would be in an offside position, but Strasser, no, he didn't knock it on. I'd say he picked it up pretty cleanly. Fair try, and the Diehards are back in front.
Again, just over the halfway as Jamot and Sinclair make the tackle, tireless in defence. Strasser. Gene Miles bumps into the ground. Coyne accelerates, sees a little chance on the blind side, slips to the Tenko. Tenko too much pace, down the wing. Back inside it goes. Herring has it. Herring staying on his feet, slips a pass away.
Try.
And the Diehards are in for a match-winning try. Match-winning try to the Diehards.
So at the end of round one, surprisingly, the Bolters out in front, Norths, with the rest of the field in tow. The big disappointments of round one was Seagulls-Diehards, who spent a lot of money in the off-season. But with a full round of fixtures remaining, anything could happen.